And welcome back to day 5, I think? 5 of Eldritch Moon spoilers. Hello, puppy. Domino's here. She wants to say hi. Eldritch Moon spoilers. And this day we got article or a story with telling about how Liliana's the last... Liliana. No, yeah, Liliana. Liliana is the last hope for Innistrad. How Soren's pretty much given up. We got an evil version of a plant. We got 2 characters from the lore coming back. Got a lot of stuff today. So... start with the one I did the video, or I did use for the thumbnail. We got our mythic rare Gisa, or is it Gisa? Or is it Gisa? It's not Giselle, I know that because there's no L. Even though Giselle sounds pretty decent. And Geralf and Gisa, basically. They are teaming up. And wait a second, let's get that card up on my screen right here. And there we go. Ooh. Make sure it, and there we go. Yeah, there they are. Again, it's inversed, I know, but that's why I'm here to actually read the card off. So it is a 2 generic, 1 black, 1 blue creature, 4/4. Technically, it's a creature, but they're technically 2 creatures. When it enters the battlefield, put the top 4 cards of your library into your graveyard. During each of your turns, you may cast a zombie creature card from your graveyard. So, I heard a lot of people, I'm going to say commander, and yeah, to be fair, commander. But overall, it's an okay card. If you're running a zombie deck, this is a pretty decent card, especially with some of the zombies in standard and all in the games at the moment in the set. Overall, though, it's not my taste. Especially, I don't want to get this in the pre-release if I can avoid it. Because it's just kind of stupid looking. Well, not stupid looking. It's not useful, and it's not useful in a sealed limited environment. It's not unless you have the cards to make it useful. It's just a 4-drop. I mean, yeah, I can get the lyrium off, but overall, it's just kind of eh. So I mean it's fine for other formats, but for like the formats I usually play, just not my thing. Now we have a new twist on an old classic. Now I believe is it Tree of Redemption is the green one? The 3 generic, well, at the time it was colors. 3 generic, 1 green, plant, 0/13, where you exchange your life with this creature's toughness. Well, guess what? Now we have Tree of Perdition. A 3 generic, 1 black, 0/13 creature, defender. Exchange target opponent's life total with Tree of Perdition's toughness. I have the original one, the tree, I think it's Tree of Redemption. I could be wrong. I have the original one. I use it in a deck. It's a fun card to play with. Is it good? Technically, no, but I have it. It's fun. I enjoy playing with it. But I can see where it's not the most useful of cards. And there we go. It's really a kind of build around me card, more or less. This one, on the other hand, has potential. This one... one second, I just want to make sure yeah, there we go. This one, on the other hand, has potential. This one... because you're exchanging your opponent's life total with this card. So again, Commander, which you start at 40 life, you'll immediately go down to 13 when you play this card. Yeah, that's not something you fuck with easy. But also, you could play it on the beginning if someone's got max life, 20 life. Keep it on the field for a couple turns. You can then exchange 20 life, 13 life. Then if you got a couple burn spells, you can bring them down to maybe like 9. And then what was I going with this? You can now I remember what I was saying. You can exchange it, basically bring them down to 9, or you can go back and forth with the life total. You can actually control their life, more or less, what they have to work with. And having control over your opponent is a very big thing. So I remember I was thinking of some sort of strategy. I know you could like swing for 20, and then they get down to 8, but then you can swing at, and then you can again tap, give them 8, give them 20 again. I can't remember exactly what now I remember. You could also lower his defense, and then give him less life as well. Because it's based where it's his toughness. His toughness doesn't always stay the same, remember. So if his toughness changes, if you give him any sort of minus in his toughness, it will also transfer over to a minus in their life points if you do that. So overall, this is a fun card. If I'm in black, I want to play this card. So I kind of actually hope I pull it just so I can, or I do get forced into black and get this card just so I can play it. It sounds fun, or it looks fun. Then we have another transform card. We have Curious Homunculus, which turns into Voracious Reader. Now, Curious Homunculus is a 1 generic, 1 blue, 1/1. Add a colorless amount to your mana pool. Use it only to cast instants and sorceries. And at the beginning of your upkeep, if you have 3 or more instances in your or sorceries in your graveyard, transform Curious Homunculus into Voracious Reader. Good mix, make you savor each word. It turns into a 3/4 prowess. Instants and sorcery spells you cast cost 1 less to cast. And, 1 second. There's the card. So that's what it changed into. See this little hunger with his big old eye, and then he turns into this crazy ass thing. Overall, it's a solid card. Honestly, the beauty of this card is its transformed cost is not an activated ability. You don't activate its transformed cost. The transformed cost just activates, and you don't have to even use its ability to play instances or sorceries. You can just play this card. Wait till you can drop this card when you have 3 or more sorceries or instances in the graveyard and wait to transform it. Then it transforms into a pretty decent card, especially if you're running an instant sorcery, a spell-based strategy. Because prowess, automatically it's going to become a 3. It'll become a 4/5. So that's not something to sniff at. Yeah. Stitcher's Graph. Now, I don't have a picture of this one. There is one on MTG Realms, but I'm on Salvations. But there was another card that was spoiled, and that's not an MTG Realm, so I had to go with this one. But this Stitcher's Graph, it's a 1 basic mana, or 1 generic mana costing artifact. Equip for 2. Equipped creature gets +3/+3. Whenever a equipped creature attacks, it does not untap during its controller's next untap step. Whenever Stitcher's Graph becomes unequipped from the permanent, sacrifice the permanent. So this is not so much an equipped creature spell as it is I'm going to equip it, and then I'm going to unequip it and equip it onto something else and destroy stuff spell. This is pretty much a destruction spell. It is a permanent, it acts as a destroying artifact. That's basically it. It destroys stuff. Screw the pumping ability you give it. You can tap down stuff for that. This thing actually works really well in conjunction with the intro pack, the blue intro pack rare. Which one was it? One second. Where are you? I know you're here. I did a video on you yet. Oh, Nimbus Frost. There we go. Nimbus Frost, where it taps down things with prowess and all that. This activates its prowess cost. So overall, this is actually a really good card because, again, it's not about the pump you give it. I mean, in the long term, you could get like a final attack off with it, so you can still use it for a power-up pump. But there we go. Just had to adjust my seat. It's still a pretty solid destroy spell. That's what you use this card for, I think, is destroying stuff. You don't use it for anything else really than that, unless you want to get that final hit in. Then we have another card the card that was spoiled in the story today, Bloodhall Priest. Bloodhall Priest is a 2 generic, 1 black, 1 red vampire cleric for 4/4. And whenever it enters the battlefield or attacks, and you have no cards in your hand, you may deal 2 damage to target creature or player. It has madness cost of 1 generic, 1 black, 1 red. And it's quite lovely art, actually. Actually, it reminds me very much of Oliveria, or is it Olivia? Whatever. I have the card, the new one. So there she is. Very nice art. She's got a staff, all that stuff. Very nice. As terms of the card, card's too conditional to be very. I mean, it's a 4/4 for 4. So that right there, it's a solid kind of little vanilla beat creature in that own right. If you got its madness cost, you can get for 3. So yay, but overall, it's kind of just blah because it's too generic, not generic. It's too conditional. You need to not have cards in your hand. This card is focusing on not having cards in your hand, and that's not somewhere you want to be. You usually want to have cards in your hand. So yeah, and now these next two, there is the and Domino's playing with her squeakies, and she's playing with Foxy. She likes Foxy. These next two don't have. I mean, they have pictures, but not readily available right now because they were spoiled on a different site. I think they were spoiled like Twitter or something like that. Basically, I don't have the pictures for them. But they are Haunted Dead, which is a 2/2 zombie, 3 generic, 1 black. It's an uncommon. Haunted Dead enters the battlefield. Put a 1/1 white spirit creature token into the battlefield with flying. So right there, you're getting 3 for 4. One of it's on a 1/1 flyer. So that's pretty solid. Discard 2 cards. Pay 1 generic, 1 black. Discard 2 cards. Return Haunted Dead from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped. So that's actually a very good card. It not only does it enable madness for just 2 mana. I mean, most of your madness cost will be lower enough. Like, for instance, Bloodhall Priest. There you go. We can work well with Bloodhall Priest. Hello, Domino. You good girl. But also, you're constantly getting spirits back. You're constantly getting this 2/2 creature back. It's tapped, but you're getting a spirit in place of it to, help block. So you're getting value from this card. This is a very solid uncommon. I can see this being very playable. The other one is, this one's an interesting one. Ingenious Scab, another zombie. It's blue, though. 2 generic, 1 blue. Common. 2/3. Prowess. And then it has the tap a blue, get +1 plus a -1 until the end of turn. So if this were one or the other, it'd be a decent card. Prowess would be just an okay card in general. With the +1 -1, it'd be an okay card. You'd be able to get it up to about 4 as a 4/1. With both of these, this is weird because this makes it far more playable. Think of it this way: there's a lot of 1/2 drops in this set so far, and in Shadows over Innistrad. So let's say this costs 3 mana. Let's say, a scenario's sake, you got 4 mana on the field. You play 2 1-drops, 1-drops spells. Gets Prowess going. So now it's a 4/5. Then you can tap its the other 2 blue you got available, making it a 6/3, which is a very solid beat creature that still doesn't necessarily die easy. You still need something with 3 or more power, and you don't need to go that far either. You can just make it a 5/4, which is still it's actually tougher creature to kill, obviously because of its toughness. And that's assuming you don't play more prowess stuff or anything along those lines. This is a very solid creature. This is a very actually unique, interesting creature in my mind. We'll have to see how it plays out, but overall, I think this is a very cool creature. And if I'm in blue, which I hope to be in, those are my green and blue are my 2 bread and butter colors. I enjoy those the most. So I will see basically where this card plays off of, or how this card plays. I would hope to get this card because I'd like to play with it and see how it plays. The last 2, Soul Separator. Now this is an artifact, 3 generic. Now, it does nothing while it's on the field. You need to wait till you have 5 mana. Then you pay your 5 mana. 1 second. It's cool art, by the way. There's the art right there. 1 second. Make sure it comes into focus. There we go. There's the soul being separated. Very cool. But 5 generic mana. What the hell? 5 generic mana. Sacrifice this card. Exile target creature card from your graveyard. So you want to play at least somewhat later in game. Put a token onto the battlefield that's a copy of that card, except it's a 1/1 spirit in addition to its other types, and has flying. So, just an example, if we were to use... Actually, you know what? If we were to use the Tree of Perdition, because it's the one I got on my screen right now as an example, it would be a 1/1 spirit defender of flying that can switch its toughness with an opponent's life, which at 1/1 would be horrifying for an opponent. So that's interesting in its own right. But then you also put a black zombie creature token into the battlefield with power and toughness equal to the power and toughness equal to the card's toughness, which in this case would be a 13/13 zombie. So this would actually be a very good card to use this with. I just realized, which again, a combo I'd love to pull off in the pre-release. If this is a fun card, this could be a good card, but it's all going to be dependent on the creature you use this card with. That is going to be the telltale sign of an actual person who knows how to strategize is going to be the person who knows which card to use this with. Right off the bat, I would use it with Tree of Perdition because it's the tokens, power, and toughness are based solely on toughness. It doesn't have the remaining abilities. Hey! No. Sorry, she had a shoe. No. You have your Foxy. Go get Foxy. Domino, go get Foxy. Sorry. Point being is, yeah, Tree of Edition was a very good. That was a random choice I had there. It's a very solid choice. And 1 second, she also got the insole of that shoe. No. She can be so fussy sometimes. Luckily, none of this was actually ripped up, so the shoe is actually still in decent condition. Yeah, the Tree of Edition was just one I chose off the top of my head because it was in front of me. That's actually a very good card to use this card with. So, yeah, very, very interesting, very fascinating. Looks like it'll be a fun time depending on what you got in the graveyard. And then the last one. This one was literally just spoiled earlier today. We got another Emerge. It's another. Now I think we got 3 Eldrazi altogether. I love the card typings, by the way, because this is Elder Deep Fiend. This is an Eldrazi octopus, everyone. Come on. Turn. Come on. Why are you not turning for me? To everything, they say turn. And now this isn't doing this either. This is being very slow on me right now. Anyway, while I'm getting the card's image up, which the image is pretty wonky too. Great image. Come on. And oh, no wonder. I had my phone upside down the wrong way. Oh yeah, I love that image. That's some great Cthulhu-esque shit right there. Yeah, wait for the focus. There it is. Yeah, isn't that some great Cthulhu-esque shit? Anyway, it's a 5/6, 8 generic mana, 8 mana of any color. Flash. Emerge. Its merge cost is 5 generic mana, 2 blue. So at the minimum, it's going to cost 2 blue. When it enters the battlefield, tap at the 4 target permanents. Now, this reminds me very much of Lorthos the Rising Tide, who is unfortunately dead in the actual story of Magic, because Kior summoned him against the Eldrazi, and he died. Very sad. But tapping, it reminds me a little bit of that being an octopus and tapping things down. The Emerge cost, though, with Flash is very interesting, because again, let's say for sake of sakes, there's 3 or 4 mana creature is a very easy one to have on the field to use this card with. That means if you're casting it for 3, this means it becomes a cast 5. If you got the 4 mana creature on the field, it costs 4. Either way, it costs around half as much as 8. And you can use it as basically a spell, an instant spell. This is a very solid beat card. This is a card that's gonna basically come in, beat faces. It's got a good body to it. It's gonna wreck some crap, and it's gonna be a fun card to play. It's a very solid card, very usable, I think. So, and they also did the story for Liliana. We saw some art. We saw some how some things are gonna play out. Very fun stuff. Very interesting. So, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. That's my thoughts on today's spoilers. If you like, comment, share, subscribe. If you got something you want us to review, sorry, it's my day off and I'm a little out of it at the moment. Sorry. Let me rephrase that. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, subscribe. As always, if you want us to review something, put it in the comments below. Let us know. We'll do a review of it at some point. If you have an idea for who would win, put that in the comments below too. I'll get to that at some point. Sorry, Domino being fussy kind of threw me off a little bit. So, thanks for watching, though. I hope you enjoyed. I got a Star Wars video tomorrow. BFG is going to be tomorrow. I can't catch Tarzan because there's just no showing I can catch. I'll catch Tarzan either Friday or Saturday. There will be Pokemon news on Friday as well, so keep your eyes out for that. And probably Sunday as well, because there's a lot of stuff going on this weekend for Pokemon. Apart from that, thanks for watching. Oh, and Box Office Sunday as well. Thanks for watching. See you.